In this video, we're going to talk about 45, 45, 90-degree triangles. So this triangle has a special relationship of the sides. The hypotenuse, well, start with the legs. The legs are x, and both of those are x, and the hypotenuse is x square root of 2. So that's the relationship of the sides of a 45, 45, 90-degree triangle. And so that makes this really an isosceles right triangle, because two of the legs have the same length, both opposite the 45-degree angle. Okay, so remember x, x, and hypotenuse x square root of 2. Alright, so let's take a look at an example here. Let's say our hypotenuse is 5, and we're going to figure out what the other sides of this triangle are equal to. Okay. Now, before with a right triangle you would use Pythagorean theorem to find lengths of different sides, but here we only know, one side here. Okay, but we know the relationship of this type of triangle: x for the legs, x squared root of 2 for the hypotenuse. So what we can do here is just say x squared root of 2 is equal to 5. Okay, so that's the length of our hypotenuse, 5. We know that ratio is x squared root of 2, so we just solve for x here. So divide both sides by square root of 2. So that gives us x is equal to 5 over the square root of 2. Now we don't like having a square root in the denominator, so what we do is called rationalize the denominator. So we're going to multiply top and bottom by square root of 2 to get rid of that square root of 2 on the bottom. On the top, 5 times square root of 2 is 5 square root of 2. On the bottom, square root of 2 times square root of 2 just gives you 2. Okay, so our x is 5 square root of 2 over 2, so each of these legs is 5 square root of 2 over 2. In this example, the hypotenuse is 5 square root of 3, and we want to find the lengths of the other two sides. So again, we can say x square root of 2 is equal to 5 square root of 3. And we want to solve for x, so take the square root, divide by square root of 2 on both sides. So we get x is equal to 5 square root of 3 over square root of 2. Again, we don't want any square roots in the denominator, so we have to multiply top and bottom by square root of 2. Now, if you remember your rules of radicals, square root of 3 times square root of 2 gives you square root of 6. So 5 square root of 6. Now, on the bottom, square root of 2 times square root of 2 is square root of 4. 4 is a perfect square, so square root of 4 is just equal to 2. Okay, so each side of this triangle is going to be 5 square root of 6 over 2. Now what if one of the legs is 5 square root of 3? What are the other lengths of the other side? Okay, well, we know the other leg has the same length, right? So that's 5 square root of 3. Okay, so like here we said that, so here we have the leg is, remember, is x. So x is equal to 5 square root of 3. The hypotenuse is x square root of 2. So we just take the x, which is 5 square root of 3, and multiply it by square root of 2. Okay, square root of 3 times square root of 2 is square root of 6. So 5 square root of 6. So the hypotenuse is 5 square root of 6. So that's how you handle the cases with the 45, 45, 90-degree triangle. Thanks.